On Panthers TV, delighted to be joined by head coach Danny Stewart again. Danny, well, let's talk about the big signing that the Panthers have pulled off. The return of Sam Herr, who was so popular, led the league and was in the EIHL All-Star first team in the pandemic year. Sam Herr returns. Just tell me your thoughts on that.
I mean, obviously, first and foremost, we're absolutely thrilled to get him on board. It was, Pash did a lot of great work on this one. He was relentless with it and got it over the line. So, fair play to him for that. But yeah, no, it's a big signing for us in every capacity, on the ice, leadership wise, fan base, clear cut fan favorite in his time here, and a guy that wants to be a Panther again. He had a great experience here the last time he was here, and wants to kind of build on that this next time around.
You talk about complete players, don't you? And Sam is as close as you can to getting there, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, good size, and a guy that can move well. He skates well with skill. He is a guy that just plays in those hard areas, and he gets a lot of points from that, both 5-on-5 and on the power play. And you can use him in all situations. Again, another guy that just, really good off the puck as well. And yeah, I mean, look, it's a dynamic signing for us in every capacity, like I said.
He was captain last time he was here. How much do those leadership skills attract to you?
Very much. The leadership group you put in place is so important. For to kind of bridge the gap from yourself as a coaching staff to the players. Just to kind of regulate things when you're not around, and take some ownership as well on top. And you got to have guys that you can trust in that. And it's a massive part of why we recruit certain guys. And Sam has huge leadership qualities.
And we talked many times already about bringing a core back. And I know he's not a player from last season, but he's another player that gets it, isn't he? That gets the elite league, gets the Nottingham Panthers, and would easily slot in. So in that sense, not a player from last season, but a core part of a previous Panthers team.
Yeah, no, for sure. And he had time with I believe all our current Brits at some point, right? So, he knows them, he knows Matt as well. So there's a connection there. So, you're bringing some familiarity for all these guys. And like you said, although he wasn't here last season, he was a big part of that team in 1920, which was a very good team in a very tough league that year, where there was, I want to say off the top of my head, 4 or 5 teams that were, battling for first place there. And he's part of a good team there. So yeah, no, massively important.
You say about that, and that reminds me. I think your Coventry Blaze team were very much in with a shout when the pandemic came. But one game, and you might know where I'm heading.
And
This
I know exactly where you're going with
brings
it.
to
Yeah.
mind. Well, not single-handedly, but he got 4 goals. What do you remember about? I think it was New Year's Eve, wasn't it, or Christmas time? What do you remember about the night Sam Herr got 4 against the Blaze?
Well, I remember he got 3 in the third and 1 in overtime, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
I think we were up 3-1 in the third, and he scored the second and third goals to tie it. And then we went back up 4-3, and then he scored a late equalizer to get his hat trick, and then scored the overtime winner. So yeah, unfortunately I remember that, but glad to have him on my side this time around.
But it just kind of goes to show, when a guy can, I'm not doing down the other players on that team because obviously they were great that night, but almost single-handedly in terms of scoring, win a game, and that's the type of special player he is.
Yeah, he is. He's got that ability to break out, and whether it's off the rush or offensive zone possession or just a dirty goal, he has the ability to change the course of a game. And like I said, he's a leader. He's good in all areas, and it's a huge signing for us.
Brilliant. Appreciate your time. Thank you, Danny.
Thanks, Chris.